After the ball is bounced once on each side, then both teams can either volley the ball in the air or play it off the bounce. This eliminates the serve and volley advantage and prolongs the rallies. To volley a ball means to hit it in the air without first letting it bounce. But no volleying is permitted within the 7-foot non-volley zone, sometimes called the kitchen, which prevents players from executing smashes from a position very close to the net.
When you serve, the rule is you both stay back because the ball has to bounce when it comes back to you. So you both need to be back in case it's hit really deep. Otherwise, when you receive it, the person receiving it obviously is back. The other person is up to what they call the kitchen line, which is the area, that little rectangle up next to the net. You cannot stand in there to play. You can, if it bounces, you can go in, step in, let it bounce, return it, then you immediately have to get out of the kitchen again.
But we do have a kitchen, and that's where we find ourselves in there most of the time, and that's a fault. Unless it bounces in the kitchen, you can't go in and get it.
If you stand right behind the kitchen line, right dead center, if you're good at a backhand and a forehand, you can pretty much cover this court. And if your partner is at the back, he or she can go back and forth and catch all that. So you can do similar strategy like you do in tennis.
It's nice for the senior citizens because tennis is a little harder on your knees and your elbows and your arms, and it shortens all that up. You're not moving quite as much. You're not hitting it quite as, you're not using such an exaggerated motion as you are in tennis.
Sort of like volleyball, the teams score points only when serving. The game is played to 11 points.
We only score to 11.
You play to 11.
Oh, scoring, we go to 11. It's different than tennis in that the server team is the only ones that can score. If you do not get a point, then you lose your serve to the other side.
Points are lost by hitting the ball out of bounds, hitting the net, stepping into the kitchen to volley the ball, or by volleying the ball before it is bounced once on each side of the net when each play begins. And a team must win by 2 points.
It has to win by 2. We've had a couple of games go up to 16 to 14, so, and that took quite a while.
We play in doubles. You get a point when your team serves. Each side gets 2 serves. If you lose the serve on one person, then it goes to the other person. And every time the same team makes a point, you alternate courts, or sides of the court.
There's 2 serves per side, except for the start. The start only gets 1 serve, so they call it 0-0-2.
In order to keep track of the score in a casual game, before you serve, you call out 3 numbers: your score, the opposing team's score, and then what number player you are. So you might say 5 if you have 5 points, 7 if the other team has 7 points, 1 if you are player 1 on your team. 5, 7, 1, and then serve.
The first score is your score, the second score is their score, and the third is the number of serve. There's 2 serve.
It's really sweeping the country in Florida and Arizona and Texas, all the southern states where you've got snowbirds, and the snowbirds are learning it in these states, bringing it back to the Midwest to their hometowns. And for example, I snowbird in Mesa. We have 274 members in our little club and just in our one park. There are enough here playing all winter long that they're already setting the organization up so they can continue through the winter.
But do you have to belong to the senior center?
No, they advertise and promote it, but people are coming from Iowa City, North Liberty, Coralville here, and also in North Liberty, they're coming from Iowa City. And one lady comes from Hills and plays both places, so we just come from the whole area.
Tell me again the days and times of the different places.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday we play at North Liberty Rec Center at 9 o'clock in the morning, about 9 to 11.
Do you have to come every time?
No, just show up. Whenever you can, you show up, we'll get you in a game. And Mercer Park is, on Mondays we come 1 to 3, 3:30, and Thursday we come 12 to 2:30. And you show up just when you can come. There's always a game going on. We rotate everybody in and out. It's a lot of fun.
And it's a really fun group of people. We come from all walks of life, and we're just continuing to build. We have about 28 names on our list right now.
And I like pickleball because of all the friendships I've made, and also because you get a lot of exercise without even realizing it. You run, you bend over, it's just a lot of fun. So I've only been playing for a few short months, but I'm already addicted to it, so come and join us.
So far it's been pretty good exercise, moving around, we're playing indoors. Just a good activity.
I'm new to pickleball, and I love playing pickleball because it gives me great exercise, and already I'm starting to slim down, and it is so much fun. It reminds me of tennis, and I hope anybody who's able and willing can join us.
I enjoy the fact that it's interactive, that you're moving around, you're with other people, not just on a machine or something.
It's a lot of fun, it's great exercise, and you meet a lot of new people.
Number one, I've become addicted to pickleball. I would play it 5 days a week if I could, but I've also met totally new friends that I would have never known had I not played this.
It's great fun.
We've been playing pickleball in North Liberty since October. We can play 3 days a week from 8 o'clock until noon, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's a great sport for us older folks, but the younger ones can play too. Everybody, it's just a great fun sport for everybody. So if you're interested, please come down. We'll give you lessons, and we have some paddles that you can use to start off with, and come enjoy the fun.
Now, after people decide after a week or two that they really want to continue with this, then we have some extra paddles people can use until that point. And then Ron has an easy outlet to order them. So then we ask people to purchase their own paddles. Contribute $2 towards balls. It's pretty cheap. I mean, the paddles, if you buy a wooden one, it's like $12. If you get a graphite paddle, which I recommend, they're much lighter weight, they're between $35 and $57, depending on which company.